I've got a chapter that is a hot mess that I would like to get into some other shape. With me today, I have both Doc Coleman and Sako Tumi. Say hello to the nice people.
Hello to the
Hello to
nice
the nice
people.
people.
So, I'm slightly assuming we're not going to have Andy because this is Orthodox Easter, but he might swing by.
Well,
What is everybody working on today? I obviously am doing the most important thing I can do any Sunday and working on that hot mess of a chapter. So, Sako, are you doing Substack?
I am.
Doc, are you doing PT or something else today?
I'm
Groceries?
I'm doing PT for the knees. Yes, for the knees. And that's a 3-part process. So
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Sweet. So,
I
do we have people in the chat right now?
It's hard to tell.
don't
Okay.
know.
So I don't see any, but a couple times my chat has not loaded properly. So I don't take that as,
I have a little icon with an eyeball that has a 1 next to it, and I don't know if that's a real person or what. So, but
well,
hey, if there are people, or if there are people who come back later and watch this on YouTube, hi.
we enjoy lurkers, we enjoy rewatchers, and we enjoy hanging out with y'all in the chat. So wherever you fit in that category, know that we like having you here. So Cora is here. Cora's doing some writing, not some edits. Awesome. Cora is first eating a blueberry muffin. Sounds tasty.
Because first things first, priorities are important.
Snacks. Life is snacks. It is known.
Life is at least better with snacks.
It's true. It's true.
If nothing else, you must concede this.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was streaming on Friday, I realized that if I do picture in picture and I show the chat, it hides my face, which was maybe not what I wanted to happen during the chat. But thumbnails worked a little bit better, and also because I was streaming sprints with Spirit City, I just switched which was primary between sprints.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, restream is okay, but its lack of customization is a little frustrating on occasion. So
yeah,
but it's half the cost of StreamYard, so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, StreamYard doubled their prices, and I was like, "Nah, I don't think so. It's not that important to me."
When they have a sale, it is like $6 less than Restream.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
yeah,
I was just underwhelmed.
StreamYard was good for its time, but it has ended its time, and it has done so in a not very smart way. So,
yeah.
They keep raising their prices, and I will never go back to a paid account.
Yeah, and I know for my Friday night games, I've gone to OBS because I've got a computer that's powerful enough to run OBS and the game.
Yeah. My laptop
Streamlabs for me.
is a little too weak for that, unfortunately.
That is mostly working, although last Friday, as soon as I started streaming, OBS crashed. And when I got it back up and started streaming again, apparently it decided that the microphone setting that I had was not like a real microphone, and I streamed like most of my stream with no microphone, and didn't even realize it until somebody popped on YouTube and said, "Are you muted or something?" And
I'm a professional streamer. That's why when I went into my first sprint on Friday with Spirit City, I realized the music was coming out of the computer, and I had never turned on my headset. So my camera must have been my microphone before that sprint. Totally a professional.
But it's like OBS did this. I've got this track which I play as background music for some of my streams.
Yeah.
And a few weeks ago, OBS just decided, oh, this track plays all the time over everything.
Ugh.
So I ended
Like
up setting up a
Netflix.
yeah. And it's like I ended up setting up a special button on Stream Deck just to silence that track.
Fair enough. Yeah. Netflix. And so why does everybody think the music is more important than the audio?
Yeah. And it's like I had associated the music only with certain scenes because I only wanted that music with those scenes. And it's like, and you screwed me over. Thanks, Phil.
Yeah. The only time you want music maybe louder than the sound effects is maybe during a fight scene. If there is dialogue, bleep up.
Well, I mean, I had the volume level tuned so that it was that I could talk over it without raising my voice or anything.
Sure.
Provided that, my mic was actually being picked up and broadcast.
Right. Yeah.
But it's like I did not need this music constantly over game music. It's like I already have game music. I don't need extra music.
Yeah. Yeah. So things thinking they know better is silly. So Cora has officially devoured the blueberry muffin.
Proud of you.
I already ate several handfuls of Snickers. I mean, a couple mini Snickers. So I'm good to go. Well, we are about time-wise 10 minutes into our stream, but reality-wise 7 minutes into our stream. I'm doing 25-minute sprints today because revising chapters takes a little longer for me to like sink my teeth into. So
I'm like completely good with that because my bicycle sessions changed over the weekend, going from 12 minutes to 15 minutes. So I actually need the extra time
because you're getting stronger and healthier.
That's part of it. It's shortening some of the passive, and it's requiring me to maintain pace during at least one section of the thing.
Sure.
I guess part of it is it's trying to also build up my endurance for being able to do continuous motion for a while.
Yeah.
So, but I have full range of motion. I have good flexibility. I have good extension. It's just getting the strength back and getting it so it doesn't hurt quite as much.
Yeah. You said the pillows and stuff help.
Because I'm on an ice machine right now. I got 3 more minutes before it shuts off.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. So is it muscle fatiguing, or does it also get some cardio in there?
It's not energetic enough to qualify as cardio, I think. But I know a lot of the pain when I first started was definitely felt like muscle fatigue. A lot of pain in my hips and my back. Not so much pain in the knee from flexing, and it's like they're definitely, to get to the knee they had to cut the tendons, and I still don't know if they stitched them or glued them or a little bit of both, but they had to cut the tendons and then reconnect them. They've improved the technique so they don't cut muscle, which is very good.
Helps with the healing, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, when my wife had her full knee replacement, they were using an older methodology where they actually cut through the quad muscle and then sew it back together. And that left her really weak. She had a lot more pain. She had a lot more weakness in her leg.
Yeah.
During recovery, and it's been a lot longer recovery. But yeah, I'm doing better with it.
Sorry.
Cat with claws and teeth and fang.
He's ready for us to go on sprint. So why don't we go ahead and get started?
Okay.
He didn't scratch me. there was a claw out, but it was mostly soft paw of mama, mama, mama.
Yep.
It is time. So let's go ahead and go to that first sprint so Catechus can get his gushies and leave me the bleep alone. And
Okay.
then I can get some medicine. Okay, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom chaka laka laka. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Meow.
And we're back. How was your sprint? I mostly got through the chapter I was working on, and then I hit one plot point about another ship just landing, and I'm not sure that lines up with what I've said in other chapters, so I need to go back and read and make sure everything's aligned. But I got through the worst of the two different versions of this chapter smooshed together and not working together. So, how about you?
I released last week's post.
Yay!
And also posted because I titled it Too Many Projects.
Sure.
So all my notifications are, all the little emails are, this person liked too many projects. This person liked too many
projects.
This yeah.
I like that.
So I posted a screen cap because it made me giggle.
Love it. Love it.
And I got done with my session on the bike.
Okay. Nice.
Which was interesting because right as I started up, I got a call through the bike from the clinician from the company that is monitoring my case, and ended up talking with them while I'm pedaling.
Cool.
I didn't know that was an option. Are they told when your thing is active?
Well, it's hooked up to the Wi-Fi.
Sure.
So apparently when I start a session, it lets them know. But it's like, this is the first time anybody tried to contact me, but
Sure. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and check a couple things off. Gushy Food happened. I did work on my space fantasy, but I'm still editing, so I'm not going to check that off yet. Sako, you said it was last week's. Do I still check you off?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm working on another post for next week or
fair enough.
What I'm doing next.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Cora got 543 words. Not bad for being sick and getting stuck. Seriously.
That's pretty good for being healthy and just hammering away at it. So
yeah, no, that's a solid sprint to me. Ms. Tree is here. Hello and welcome. Ms. Tree is in a tax season coma and just trying to get through the week.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, although Ms. Tree, enjoy the Too Many Projects.
Yeah, too many. If you are interested in reading it, it is on Substack by Sako Tumi.
And you can subscribe to it so it shows up in your inbox, like right now.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. I had to hit refresh.
And it is all my creative endeavors.
Yay.
And my progress with each of them.
Sure. So, I forgot to give a shout out on Friday. I have a new follower, Sunny. So
nice.
If Sunny's here, hi, thank you for the follow. But I don't think they are. Unclear. Moon is here. Hello. Moon says he's sharing hello with Rin Melon, Val, and Issa. Awesome.
Rinmelian. But yes.
Rinmelian. Sorry.
Like chameleon, but there's a rin in the front. Yeah.
So they change appearance at the Renaissance Festival.
No. That was that was kind of the joke.
Okay.
I love it. I knew I was saying it wrong because they're awesome, but like my mouth, it's not what came out. Sorry about that.
Val and Issa, yeah.
Sure. Oh, goodness. So it's been a week. It's been a long week. I am ready for a nap, but instead I'm finishing this chapter. Gosh darn it.
I am also ready for a nap, but
Seriously.
I'm going to be productive in some fashion.
Same. Why don't we do a quick stretch break?
Good idea.
Oh, my back.
Right?
Yeah. My knee has been doing better, but I've been having some issues with my back lately.
So my old chiropractor got me like a 2 millimeter lift for the left shoe.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't really work when you're barefoot at your house or wearing sandals. So I got some peel and stick inserts for sandals, and I'm trying that out. But it requires me to remember to put on my shoes in the morning.
I didn't realize that was a thing because I thought because of your issues you had to wear shoes.
I do, but like sometimes I might log into work in my pajamas.
Yep.
So yeah. But the fun thing is it's always my right hip. My right hip's like, "Oh, we're adjusting to the inserts." And then my hip's like, "Oh, we're adjusting to the lack of inserts." And so trying to be a little more consistent for my hip's sake.
Yeah.
Cuz these hips don't lie, they just whine.
They just whine a lot.
So
yeah, I know my issue is more. Normally, I wear jeans a lot and have a belt. And
sure.
since the surgery, I've been wearing shorts and sweatpants with
Elastic band.
and drawstrings. So it's like it supports my weight differently, and
Yeah.
my back starts to complain about it after a while.
Huh. I hadn't realized that belts do so much.
Mm-hmm. No, the right size belt can do a lot.
Did not realize. I knew it for more feminine supportive garments. And I know some friends who have had back support success from corsets, but I hadn't thought about just a belt.
Mm-hmm.
So
my belts are a little lower on my hips.
It depends on where you've got the weight and how it's slung. So
I also
True
prefer
that.
my belt on my hips instead of my waist because my hips don't sink in, so it doesn't dig in. Where my hips are kind of solid.
Yep.
Because they're made out of bone.
Your hips are made out of bone?
So get this.
I
I am
bones were made out of
flesh.
Jello.
I am flesh on top of a skeleton. My skeleton is trapped within this fleshy, meaty body. So I had my Gamma Worlds game yesterday, and half of our party are sentient plants. We have a mushroom, a whomping willow, and a morning glory. And one pure strain human, and I am an octopus.
Yeah.
So we talk about plants versus meat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our plants are slightly annoyed because finding healing med kits or whatever for plants is impossible.
Yep.
But they do have great antifungals.
But in Gamma World, you are a boneless wonder.
I am. Although we went to a place that like had machines that could invoke an additional mutation. And I now have porcupine quills as well.
Okay.
So it does limit the ways I can curl up and snuggle at night. But I did file down the ones that were in like the annoying places. But like it's on the top side, not the underside of the octopus.
It's protective.
It's protective.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He looks angry.
Right? One of the people in my game gave me that for Christmas like 2 years ago, I think.
Wow.
So
long-running game.
Yeah. Okay, we've switched out GMs and like half of the party, but this is the game that started when my sister's eldest was born. A week shy of 15 years ago. So it's usually once a month. Usually November and December are off. We had a year off for COVID, so it's always in person. So anyway, you know what time it is?
It's time to get ready for the next sprint.
It's time for another sprint. So let's go ahead and get started in a 3, 2, 1, boom, chakalaka. There is no second gushy food. I love you though. And we're back. How was your sprint?
Not too shabby. I'm kind of goofing around in Notion, organizing my workflow a little bit.
Nice.
And I completed my next cycle on the bike, which
Nice.
was my third for today, despite having it air off at the beginning.
Well, I'm glad it sorted itself out.
So I'm actually aiming to, I'm supposed to do between 3 to 5. I'm actually hoping to get 5 in today.
Nice. That's awesome.
So,
I mainlined it's ruffled chips and hell of a good dip, and then I opened my chapter after I finished the bag, which was mostly empty. I would like to say in my defense, I did not eat an entire family-sized bag of chips.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so I'm now 50% helva and chips.
Nice.
So you're a hell of a tasty writer.
Tomorrow is hell of a night in which my roommate and I go over to some friend's house and we watch Hell of a Boss while eating a hell of a dip. Assuming our schedule holds up. Let me pop into the comments. I see people swung by. Eva, hello and welcome.
Hi,
and we've got Seer, hello. And Eva, oh no, Eva joined a Zoom call thinking it would just be a lobby of waiting, but no, the hosts were in an early meeting.
Ooh, whoops.
Yep. Embarrassing, but at least I'm not late. Hey, that's on them. That's on them. If the link is live, and they want a private conversation, they could do a breakout room.
If they're using the same link for the pre-meeting as for the meeting, it's not your fault if you show up in their pre-meeting.
Yeah. I've definitely done that before, but if people show up, we usually switch to Discord chats for the side conversation.
Yeah.
Honestly. Eva put the empty family size bag of chips behind her. Fist bumps of solidarity. Solidarity. There's finishing off a bag of chips, and there's finishing off a bag of chips and the entire tub of helva, which is what I was avoiding. Oh, Doc's got his party mix.
Yep.
Cora is on
earlier in the week. This is just what's left.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cora is on a roll today. Got 502 words this sprint.
Nice.
Yeah. Eva said they moved over to a side chat room, the breakout room. So
yeah,
Eva is very, very new to Zoom. The same link for all 16 weeks of meetings. Yeah. I spent the first 3 months of the pandemic doing Zoom and Discord training for online sci-fi convention panelists. So I am familiar with the options and the ways people can fuck it up. So yeah, and Zoom keeps changing where they put stuff and updating and everything like that. Speaking of, I don't think I've logged into my Zoom in a minute, which means next time I log in, it's going to have some updates. Because that's how Zoom works. Wait, have I not logged into Zoom on this laptop? Do I have Zoom on this laptop? No. Okay, I had to. I knew I had to.
The answer is no, because you don't need to be trying out Zoom in the middle of this stream.
I'm not logging in. I'm just opening the app so it can update. So I don't have to remember to do that later. So, got it. Ugh, they've got the AI component bull. So that's annoying. So Eva says it's probably so much more user-friendly these days too. Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that because I've seen so many companies with a bad tendency. They make a lovely, intuitive, user-friendly product, and then they say, okay, how do we improve it? and they end up taking away the features that people have come to depend upon because they were useful.
I mean, or they're like, how can we monetize this? And they take away half of the stuff that used to be free. Like, I am all for people making money. I am all for people improving things and changing things and whatever and evolving their software. But where you're going to get pushback from me and most of your users is if you take away a functionality they already had at that level.
Mm-hmm.
You can add all you want. You can have the most basic of base layers. But like if the base level gets less is not cool. So Eva said I don't have to log in. Yeah, you don't. Zoom will let you log into any meeting. But I like having an account and that way they know who I am. And yeah. So
all your presets are set up the way you like it.
Exactly. And when I log into group meetings and they recognize my name, they know whether or not they want to allow me to have my microphone unmuted.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, they only let people on in a certain circle unmute their microphones to keep everyone from talking. So I'm very picky about how to use online meeting tools. I feel like they're good for meetings. They're good for presentations. They're good for panels. They're horrible for chit chat, like absolutely horrible. What you end up with is one or two people basically, dominating the conversation, and it's the them show. And most of my conversations during that either are in breakout rooms that I jump over to, or in the side chat in the text chat.
Mm-hmm.
So. Eva said they know my name already and it's set up okay, but I will set up an account. So maybe I can add a pic. Yeah. It's handy if you're, mainlining chips and you don't want them to watch you eating to like have your little face up there.
A little icon up there, yeah.
Right? Do I have a little face? No, I thought I did. Well then, I will fix that. I think that's a thing I can do.
I think that's a restream thing, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a restream thing that
yeah, probably
puts the icon or just puts the initials up there.
Yeah.
But, yep.
Fair enough. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not paying for anything premium from Restream, though I think you are, but
haha, there we go.
So is it that you have to set it, or
if you go into settings and if you go down to profile, there is profile pictures and you can upload one. The default is your initials. But I think I was clicking around and I'd clicked the MH and I didn't realize there was a very small blue circle around it. So once I selected the one with my face instead of the initials, we're working fine. So, and I mean, I can also go bloop and toss my logo up here, but it's in the middle of the chat. So, popping into the comments. Haley's here. Hello, Haley. It's been a minute. Haley says, hey, duckies. So if you're working on something, put it in the chat below so we can add you to the to-do list. Sorry, my camera is mirrored, so I'm pointing in the wrong direction. That's the real reason I like y'all above me, because I can't point in the wrong direction. Because up is always up. And I mean, optimizing stuff for me is really the priority here. So, yep, Doc, you got it set. I see your steampunk self.
Now the trick will it be there next week?
I think it will. I think it persists. So it's handy to have if, like, when you go off to get the groceries or whatever on a normal week. So how is getting groceries?
Usually I just let y'all watch me walk back and forth. But
I mean, we're happy to watch you walk back and forth if that's the vibe you want to do.
As long as you're enjoying yourselves. Hey?
I usually have my thing in front of this window, and then I'm like, where'd the tab go when the timer goes off? So I think we all know because I never respond to comments. 80% of the time, I'm not responding to comments during streams because I'm not even looking. Because otherwise, I would be following the chat and not actually being productive. So, anyway, it is time for another sprint. Are y'all ready?
No, but
Okay, what are you working on now that you finished the Substack?
I'm goofing around in Notion.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, boom. Chakalaka.
chakalaka.
And we're back. How was everybody's sprint?
I goofed around with Linktree.
Nice. We've all been there.
Yeah.
This is what we refer to as working on my marketing strategy. I completed my third session for the stream,
Nice.
which is my fourth session for the day. And if I can do one more after dinner, I will have hit all 5 sessions for the day for the first time.
Nice.
Cora got some writing in, so I already checked her off. Sorry. I'll wait for Cora to say what she got this sprint. Doc got 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Well done. Pat on the back. Woo. I went.
And this means I get my reward.
Yay.
Yay.
I went through the background chapters to see if there was a logistics issue, and I think I'm okay. I think it's just the ship that made the accusation has arrived at the station.
Okay.
So, like, the trial can move forward now that everybody's in one place.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Doc said hi, hey to Haley, and Haley is knitting a sweater / t-shirt.
Okay.
I
mean, t-shirts are knitted products, but usually different quality of yarn than sweaters. But if it works for you, it works for you.
I think the weave is what really differentiates the thickness, because you can have like knit like shells and t-shirts and stuff like that, but I think sweaters are usually thicker and heavier with a larger stitch.
This is knowledge beyond my ken.
And thicker yarn.
Yeah.
So is this a sweater that has short sleeves, or okay. Yes, I guessed correctly. Okay. And Cora got another 590 words because Cora is a writing machine today. Boop. So this was our last sprint of the evening, so I'm going to go ahead and give Haley credit, and Ms. Tree was recovering from taxes, and I'm giving myself some credit because I think I'm almost done with this chapter. I've got 2 pages left? 1. Yeah, page and a half left. So
congratulations.
Yup. So yeah, I think I want to do a little finagling because in this it's like, oh good, the other ship isn't destroyed. So I'm gonna have to do a little finagling. So it's like, oh, the accusation came through, but nobody's seen the ship, blah blah blah, or whatever.
Oh,
so,
I see.
Yeah. Because in my world, humans sail the aether stream between solar systems, and the aether stream flows, and between where the aether stream is not are the quote unquote voids, the voids of space, obviously, and because our sails don't really,
they don't really function in the void.
They don't really function in the void. I mean, you have momentum, but it will eventually stop. Will it? Maybe?
No, but you could like run out of lifetime before you get somewhere.
Exactly. You're yeah. So like you're going at speed, but it's a relative speed because the aether stream is also going with you. So when you leave the aether stream, you still have that speed, but it's no longer relative. It's by itself, and crossing the voids takes a lifetime.
So it's not as bad as being becalmed in a sailboat, in which case you lose all your propulsion.
Yeah.
But it's like the scale of things is like you are in big trouble to survive the journey.
Exactly. But my octopus aliens sail nautiloid ships pulled by space manta rays that can totally go through the voids, but they need to soak up radiation at suns every so often to A, have power, and B, not freeze to death. So like if the void is too big and there's not a sun close enough, then they're gonna have a lot of trouble. So So the Nautiloid ship found a place they could resupply in the middle of the voids. That's where they encountered the octopus Baba Yaga at Void Station, which they thought was just a myth. That was book 1. Book 2 is somebody who was on the raider ship who didn't realize it was a raider ship until they got arrested. And they're like, "Wait, what?" Well, crap.
Well,
So
crap.
Yep. But, like, they were on the ship for, like, 2, maybe 3 months, weeks, not a long time, and they had no clue, and they were in the med bay the whole time. So, like, we're pretty sure we can at least get her parole, even if we can't get her, cleared for
Acquittable.
innocence.
Yeah.
Because she was supporting a pirate ship. So yeah, but we're gonna get her parole. And she might be on the interstellar version of the Peace Corps and or Red Cross. As a medic, I feel like that was a good fit for her parole job thing. So,
but the way you describe the way the two races deal with their ships, it sounds like somebody's got to, some human has got to come up with the idea of like, look, let's have our ships work in tandem.
So the Nautiloid ships can pull the other ones, but you can only sail the Aether Stream in one direction. And the reason they were attacked is because the humans would like to get their hands on the space manta rays.
Oh no, I'm talking about a group of humans that just wants to make a partnership where you tow us through the void, we'll provide you heat and light so that you can keep going through the void. But partnership versus piracy, but
they are not interested, and also the space manta rays are a moderately intelligent species, and it's a symbiotic relationship, and that's part of how we get octopus creatures into space, is because their planet is the breeding ground for the space mantas before they get old enough to go off to space. So they start off in the waters, and then they start sailing the skies, and then they go visit the sun that they're circling around, and then they start on the longer trips. About the time they hit 100. It takes a while.
It takes a while.
So yeah, they're very, very unhappy that the Raiders injured one of their lead, the lead space manta.
Oh.
So, yeah. So that's not so cool. Not so cool. And nearly killed them, because they didn't have their lead one, so the speed, they couldn't pull through the void as fast.
Right.
So, but they got medical attention and spoilers. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's what I've been writing for the last 5 years, on and off. Haley is somewhere in your universe. There's a ragtag doing Doc's idea. The space manas and the space octopus people are willing to tow human ships, and they are totally happy to rescue anyone trapped in the void, but humans have fucked them over too many times, and they're not interested in an alliance until relationships get a little smoother.
There's some group that is still trying to form good relations, and every time the pirates strike, it screws up their efforts.
Exactly. So, like, originally I was going to have her lawyer be part of that group that's trying for the good relationships and like blackmailing her into stuff, and I'm like, no, we're just gonna go with the red panda detective who her brother hired to find her, hiring the lawyer for her. Let's take out one level of complexity and also give the other point of view character a little more agency here for making things happen. So, and also I didn't know what, like, other than the lawyer showing up and the forwarding relationships didn't work with the rest of the plot between the humans and the space alien octopuses. So anyway, we are at time. Let's go ahead and do our outros and tell people who we are, where they can find us, and all that good jam.
Oh, let me. Yeah. Hi, folks. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Voit. I write horror under Voit. If I also wear a lot of hats. If you are interested in seeing my creative pursuits, check out my Substack, Sako Tumi. Yeah, drop a line sometime. I would love to hear from you.
Awesome.
And I am Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. If you're interested in finding out more about me and my work, go to your favorite search engine, search for.
It's on here somewhere. I was going to grab it, but
okay.
Carry on. Oh, carry on. I'll be right back.
Search for Doc Coleman Steampunk, and you'll find my website at doccoleman.com. You'll also find my Amazon author list, where you can see all of the books that I've got in print. And if you are going to be at the Telltale Steampunk convention, the Steampunk Festival next weekend, I will not be there, but what will be there is the latest anthology that I've got a story in, which might just be in the package that Morgan is opening, and that is A Curiosity of Cats.
Which is hilarious, because when I was doing the regular interviews for my blog, the director of eSpec Books was one of my contacts, and I always refer to her Clowder of authors, because Clowder is one of the
cats.
Collective names for cats.
Yep, and there it is, The Curiosity of Cats. That's what it looks like. That is book 4 in the Forgotten Lore series, and I've been fortunate enough to be in each book so far. So that will be available from eSpec at Telltale Steampunk Festival next weekend. It does not have my signature, but
I will track you down and fix that at some point.
You're also welcome to come visit, because
fair enough. So,
but that's it. That's me.
Awesome. Well, I was excited to share some book mail I got this week.
Yay!
Actually, I got it last week. It's been sitting on my desk for a while. Okay. And I did want to say for Haley, what for the whole, there's a ragtag team doing it. Well, in book 1, one of the main characters is the first human allowed as a crew member on the ship, because they're working towards relationships. So like, we're making those steps, but this story, it was not the focus of. So anyway, Thank you all for coming. I am Morgan Hazelwood. I am a blogger, vlogger, and podcaster of writing tips and writerly musings. You can find me everywhere online. My blog, vlog, and podcast are a little more on hiatus than I'd like, but they still exist, and they've got 10 years worth of contents from tons of writing panels and my own writerly musings. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Eat lots of snacks, and